like to give thanks to my almighty Allah.
The synthesis.
You are so special, baby.
Hello everyone. Hi, my name is Sharon Lyle. I'm the host of Your Special Needs. For today, we're going to be sharing 3 different topics. The first will be the state of California, the Department of Rehabilitation. The guest for that will be Ramonda Spurley. Ms. Harmon, how do you feel about this Department of Rehabilitation?
I have to answer that question this way, Ms. Lyle. For me personally, dealing with the Department of Rehabilitation since December 28, 2011, it is not a matter of feeling. Feeling is a subjective word. For me, it is a matter of knowing how people with disabilities, such as myself, are treated in relationship to dealing with the Department of Rehab. And the word subjective for me is in relationship to the lack of knowledge, the lack of education and training, and the willingness to provide accommodations and services for even initial intakes for people such as myself with disabilities. That's the way I have to answer that question.
How do you feel they work with minorities, African American?
Once again, Ms. Lyle, I must answer that question with using the words of subjectivity in relationship to the word feeling. It's a matter for me personally at this time that I know that the Department of Rehabilitation does not have the education, the training, and the adaptability for their counselors and for the administrators working with people such as myself with disabilities. So that is the way I need to answer that question.
Mrs. Spurley, could you tell me, what has your life been in recovery?
Seeking services with them since December 28th, 2011. The word recovery is not a word found in their lexicon or vocabulary, not even in their handbooks. With the Department of Rehab, from the initial intake on December the 28th, I have found contention and people with the lack of knowledge to deal with me with the 2 disabilities that I do presently have, and the only one actually at this time, the acquired brain injury, which I am seeking services from the Department of Rehab. I have personnel and counselors stating that they're not the ones to help me with this. So with a particular counsel seeking services from day one, I have tried to position myself to dealing with my initial counselor in every way equitable for both of us, not wanting to go through the chain of command. I have to answer that question, no, not initially with my original counselor, because I stated with her along with my PAC that I did want to change counselors on how to deal with different cultures, not just the African American culture, but I speak for myself. So the answer to that question is no. The Department of Rehab, all of its counselors, representatives, and administrators, they do not and are not aware, nor are they willing to seek information on how to deal with an African American woman. I have to say this, a well-educated African American woman and with a disability who is seeking services from them to return back to gainful, successful employment as stated in their DOR handbook, which I received at my orientation December the 6th, the initial contact with DOR.
Would you like to share with us what your life has been in recovery?
Well, I have to smile and say that my personal recovery story is an excellent one. However, dealing with Department of Rehab, once again, since December the 28th, 2011, has not been a word that should be used in reference to the Department of Rehabilitation, nor should it even be placed inside of its orientation handbook. Recovery is non-existent. It is not a word that is even in their lexicon or their vocabulary, nor is it exhibited or exemplified by anyone who works at the Department of Rehab. That is speaking from my personal opinion with the initial seeking of services from them since December the 20th, 2011. That is my personal opinion.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching and tuning in to Your Special Needs. Until the next time, this is Sharon Lyle from Your Special Needs.
So special, baby. Tell me you are so special, baby.